Yo guys, so because I heard horrible stories in the beatbox community about sexual assault, I'm gonna share my story with you. What I think about toxic masculinity. So I was growing up in a little town in South Germany, pretty racist and homophobic a little town, and I was growing up in a foreigner family. My family's from Kazakhstan, which was part of Russia back then when my parents came to Germany. So we were called Russians. And yeah, so I was growing up in a really, with some really abusive family members, especially my dad. Damn, this is the first time I'm telling the story, so be patient with me. Yeah, so I was growing up in this really toxic environment, and yeah, I was used to be beaten up by my parents. I was used to be beaten up by my dad, and for me this was normal. I was normalizing it. Also being called the most disgusting things, being asked to kill myself whenever I do something wrong. And this was already traumatizing a lot. But I think the craziest part was when my dad tried to kill my mom, and I had to see it. I didn't. I wasn't like in the same room when this happened, but I was hearing my mom shouting, and I was running upstairs. We had like a house, and it was like on the third floor or second floor. And the door to this floor was locked, but we had there was like a window in the door, and I could see like my mom knocking at the door and shouting my name and crying for police, asking me to call the police. And I was 12 years old. I didn't know how to react to this. I was just standing there and being, I don't know, it was crazy. And all this just because of toxic masculinity, just because my dad thinks that he needs to be a dominant male person, dominating everyone, being the most narcissistic person I ever met in my life. And yeah, this is really traumatizing. Also, I think even worse, of course, was that I was growing up in a surrounding, not being supportive at all. Because they all were fucking racist and just be like, yeah, that's Russians, right? That's how Russians be. Not helping us kids in this situation. So yeah, I'm still kind of traumatized. I'm in therapy now for 2 years. I have an amazing therapist. I'm really grateful for being there. We are working on my social phobia, or social, and I think in English it's social anxiety. In German it's Sozialphobie. Yeah, because I'm still like, whenever I'm in front of a dominant male white person, I'm like freezing, or I'm getting silent. I can't talk for myself anymore properly, especially when I feel like, okay, they probably could be abusive, or they could be like attacking me or talking me down, whatever, calling me the most disgusting things. This right here, you see these nails? I never could, like, I'm fucking scared that my dad would ever see this, because then he would call me whatever. Yeah, that's crazy. And like, yeah, I broke up contact with my family 2 years ago. First with my dad, then with my mom, because, long story, with my mom, I feel really bad for what she experienced, but at the same time she doesn't really let her help doesn't accept help. Wow, that's a crazy video, guys. Anyways, why I'm telling you this is I was always like really happy to have a community, the beatbox community, that is like not this toxic. I can talk freely to anyone in the beatbox community, and it's like really welcoming. I can be myself. Like you see me in my videos, right? Sometimes I'm at GBB this year. I was really open and stuff, you know. I couldn't be like this a few years ago. But now hearing that there's people in the beatbox community abusing women, this is reminding me of the situation with my parents. Like, and this is fucking disgusting, guys. I don't, like, fuck. Just hearing the story, you know, I got flashbacks like from how my dad would treat us children or my mom, and it's horrible. And I didn't even experience it on my own body, like being sexually harassed. And I can't just imagine like how horrible this is if you have such an experience. So guys, we really need to talk to each other. We really need to, I don't know, cancel out these people who don't want to listen until they start listening. And whatever it takes, we need to fucking make the beatbox community a safe place for all of us, especially for women. I'm a grown-up man now. I can, and I'm a big guy. Like if someone would try to abuse me, like chances are a bit higher that I can, I don't know, not be abused. But women, man, it's crazy. Especially when like most of the guys don't even listen or just you know, like in the surrounding, accepting what's happening right now. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. So let's keep this conversation going. This is not my last video about this topic. Yeah, to all the women out there, trust me, I see what's happening right now. And whenever something like this happens at the event, be sure that you can come up to me and ask for help, for real. Doesn't matter where I am right now. Doesn't matter how busy I am, whatever it is. If something like this happens, I want you to be safe, for real. And I ask all my friends out there in the beatbox scene, especially the male friends, to be the same if you see shit like this, women being abused. Don't even like hesitate a second. Talk and do something about it, please. Thank you.